Hey everyone, I recently posted this thing about this grapefruit drink that I have come to love, and it's really simple and really easy. And so I wanted to show a quick video on how I make it because I think everybody should be drinking it. I think it's amazing. So first things first, let's talk about the ingredients. First things you need are grapefruit, ginger, lime, and then for tools you're going to need a immersion blender, a good knife, a thing to mix stuff in, some seltzer water or bubbly water, and a nice glass to drink it in. Cool, that's it. So let's get going. All right, so first things first, we are going to cut our grapefruit and get the quarters or 16ths or however you want to call it out of there. And I actually looked online for the best way to do this, and honestly it's just with a knife, a good sharp knife, and you cut them out individually. And it seems like that might be tedious, but it actually, if you have a good knife, then it actually goes pretty quickly. So you can see here, I just am like tracing out each of the little quarters with my knife and pulling them out. The biggest thing you got to watch for some seeds, because often with grapefruit they are kind of hidden in here. And you'll notice that I actually have here a pink grapefruit. I've tried this with pink grapefruit and I've tried it with regular grapefruit. For me, pink grapefruit is actually far better than regular grapefruit for this drink. But you could do it either way. I've also done it with lime and without lime. And the lime for me is just a nice way to make it a bit more complex of a flavor. So this does take a few minutes, so I'm gonna just do some video magic to fast forward through all of this. After I cut out each half, I actually then, there's still some good stuff in there, so I always like give it a good squeeze to try to get as much of the juice out as possible, because this is really where the most of the flavor really comes from, is the grapefruit pulp and juice itself. Again, I'm going to just squeeze out a lot of this juice here, and a lot of where you'll see in the end this drink is really frothy, and I don't know for sure because I'm not a chef, but I feel like a lot of that froth comes from the mixture of the acids in the grapefruit and also the pulp that's in the grapefruit. So that fibery stuff, I think it's really beneficial here in this case. And then I just slice about 4 thin slices of ginger. And this one has kind of like 2 little roots sticking out, so I might only need, like 2 slices because I got multiple roots. And I always just cut it in half. I'd like to start the ginger a little bit smaller to make the work for the emulsion blender easier. And then I do half a lime, so I don't want too much lime flavor. And I just use a little hand wooden juicer for the lime. Squeeze that out as well. Those lime juices are great. That's really the majority of the ingredients. And then we use our emulsion blender. And the thing I have fits my emulsion blender perfectly, so you'll just find whatever you can find. And we go at it. You can see it's already very frothy, and it's just going to get a little bit more frothy with the mineral water. But even though I do think the fibers are excellent, I really try to mix it a ton because I want those fibers to be as small as possible. Then I basically just pour that juice into my glass, and there's a lot of juice left over in there, so I usually start with my mineral water, sparkling water in this, and then pour it over there to get the rest of those juices. And that's probably maybe not quite enough mineral water. I'll do a little bit more than that just to stretch the drink further, but that's really it right there. Now, all there is to do is drink, enjoy. Oh man, that's good stuff. Thanks, gang.